Don't watch this video. Wait, you still clicked. Exactly, you did the opposite of what I told you to do. And that's the perfect way to understand today's topic, the inverting operational amplifier. So that is basically how the op-amp works, right? Whatever you feed at the input appears at what? The output, that is what distorted, right? So assuming you feed in a signal of this form, then it will appear at the output what 180 degrees out of phase to the signal. So if you put in an input signal that is what positive, the output will give us an output signal that is what negative. Exactly what you are doing. I told you not to watch the video, and you proceeded to open and watch. Exactly. So assuming I didn't say you should watch, you will continue to watch. So that is exactly how the operational amplifier works. Okay. So now let's look at the formula that is involved in this. So we have an input current I. When you get it, we divide into what? I1 and what? I2. Okay. According to Kirchhoff law, we can see that what? I is equal to what? I1 plus what? I2. But then what will happen here is that, right, we assume that what? I1 is virtually grounded. In other words, it has what? 0 watt potential. Okay. So if it has 0 potential, it means that the value of I is equal to what? I2. Okay. So we are going to use node voltage to analyze it. We're going to get an expression for I. We know that an expression for I, current always move from higher potential to lower potential. And we can call this one for V1. So since the current is moving from V1, it means that V1 was the highest potential. And then this one will become what? The zero potential, which is the lower potential. So I is equal to what? Voltage. We are doing the expression in terms of voltage of our resistance. So we can say I is equal to voltage V1 minus where it is going, and that's actually what? 0, all divided by what? The resistance R1 in. So that's expression for what? I. Now let's look for an expression for what? I2. Okay. So here we can see it is moving from the 0 position. It means that that one becomes the highest potential. So we'll have 0 minus where it is going is what? V out, right? So V out, all divided by what? The resistance what? RF, right? Don't forget that we said I is equal to I2 according to Kirchhoff voltage law. And then I was actually equal to V over what? R in. So we can equate from this equation. So V over what? R in is equal to what? V out over what? Over RF. So minus V out over RF. Okay. Now according to this equation, we can make V out the subject from this equation by multiplying RF by the equation. That will end up giving us what? Minus V out is equal to RF over what? R in multiplied by what? Multiplied by V what? V or V in. Okay, let me put it as the input voltage. Now we are dividing here by minus. So we can see that V out is equal to minus RF. So the reference resistance divided by the input resistance multiplied by the input voltage. Okay. You can also be told to calculate the gain of what? The amplifier, the negative amplifier, which is the feedback negative what? Amplifier, by knowing that gain is always equal to what? V out over V in. So we can see the V out over what? V in is equal to what? Minus RF divided by what? RN. Okay. So based on this equation, we can see our V out, right, is equal to minus what? RF over what? R in. This one is over what? V out over what? V in, which is actually equal to what? The gain. Okay. So this is actually the expression for what? Inverting amplifier. Okay. Now you can also told to find the what? An inverting summer. So let's discuss an inverting what? Summer. Inverting what? Summer. We have that's one functionalities of what? Op-amp. It is used in what? Summing what? Signals. Okay. So this is actually the circuit the schematic diagram for that, where we have the inverting amplifier and then the non-inverting. And the signal is being applied at what? The inverting section. Sorry. Okay, we have the feedback just like we did for the other one. And this one is our output. So we have our RF here. This side gives us what? A resistance, right? So we have R1. We have another one here. That's giving us R2. And then let's add the last one to it. That will be what? R3. So we have V1, V2, and then V3. This is the same as the first one we did, but in this case we are going to do it individually, right? It means that the value of what V out, right, will be equal to minus RF, the first formula we proved, divided by what? R1 times what? V1 plus, okay, minus what? RF over what? R2 multiplied by V2 plus minus RF over what? R3 multiplied by what? V2. So you can see from the equation clearly that what? V out keep on repeating itself, right? So we can RF is repeating itself throughout, so we can factor that out. That will give us minus RF bracket V1 over what? R1 plus V2 over what? R2 plus what? V3 over what? R3. And that's actually the expression for what? Inverting what? Summer. Thank you very much. Let's move to okay, so let's solve this question under the what? Inverting one signal, right? So you can see clearly that this is what an inverting, right? Based on the fact that when the signal is being applied at the inverting signal, like the V in, right? So we know that an inverting, the output, right, is given by what? Minus RF feedback divided by what? R in multiplied by what? V in, right? So it means that the output, which is, they are saying we should find out the input, right? V in was giving us what? 20 volts, okay? So the V out will be equal to 10, right? 10 times 10 raised to the power 3 divided by 5 times 10 raised to the power 3 minus times what? V in. Of course, V in is equal to 20. So it means that the output will be equal to minus what? 40, okay? This one will cancel this one will go here by 2 multiplied by 40, that will give us minus 41 volts. Okay. Now let's proceed to what? The audio signal summer. Here we can see that one inverting one summer, okay? You can see clearly that the signals have been applied at the inverting signal, right? So here we are going to consider it individual and we know the formula already. That the V out is given by what? Summation of what? Minus RF, because we have a number of them. R in times what? V in. It means that the output will be equal to, so the RF first, okay? We know the RFO is constant, so we can factor that one out. Then bracket RF is what? 100 times 10 raised to the power 3 multiplied by, okay, so now we are going to go individually, right? V in over R in, right? So that will be V in is what? 100 times 10 raised to the power minus 3 divided by what? R in, which is what? 20 times 10 raised to the power 3 plus V in, that was 200, right? Times 10 raised to the power 3 divided by what? R in, which is what? 10 times 10 raised to the power 3 plus, finally we have this minus 3. We have V in, which is 300, right? Times 10 raised to the power minus 3 divided by what? 50 times 10 raised to the power 3. Okay, so it means that the output will finally be equal to minus 3.11 volt at the output. Thank you very much. This is the end of what inverting signal for us. Don't forget to like the video and share to your colleagues.